There is a bandh in Maharashtra over farmer deaths in Uttar Pradesh. But the question that we are asking is whether governments should sponsor bandhs and inflict financial loss, because that was a huge problem, and also beat up people, which was the allegation. Forcefully impose a bandh. Is that good or is that bad, or is this terrible? What a terrible thing to do to citizens of your own state. To discuss this, I have with me our first guest, Urmila Matondkar, noted actor as well as leader of the Shiv Sena. Thank you very much, Urmila ji, for joining us. My first question, you think the state must sponsor things like bandhs?
No. Let me just make it very clear. Maharashtra has always been a very strong state when it has come to our fundamental rights and protecting those rights. It has always taken its stand and stood firm onto it. Now, when we say our fundamental rights, that's where the question mark, I guess, comes, because our is we is who? We is the people of this nation. So people of this nation, the biggest class and the most important class of them all, the farmers, have been on this protest for such a long time, for almost over a year now. 500 to 600 people have already lost their lives during their various hardships. Now it has gone to another level of this particular killings which have happened in this place. And I think it is a time to take up a stand for all of them, to send a message to the people who matter, who are not speaking anything about all of this, and we're busy looking in another manner, that they are not alone, that we are all standing with them. So it's a fight which is to protect our fundamental rights, and I think it is perfectly justificable. It has happened in the times of the UPA government, where BJP has called for many such bandhs and been very aggressively made sure that they would be followed, etc. So I don't think it is about all of that. When the question is about the and I find it fascinating. There was a man dead abroad, and because of police atrocity, and Black Lives Matter was trending, and everybody in India, from the leaders to the celebrities, were hashtagging it, Black Lives Matters. But I think the time has come to finally scream loud and clear that farmers' lives matter. And whatever happened was so atrocious to look at. It was so cold-blooded and gruesome that it is frankly shocking that nobody has found it necessary to comment on it, to say anything about it, and they're busy looking the other way. And this is kind of normalizing the whole process. So I'm very proud that Maharashtra government, that Mahavikas Aghadi, the three big parties of the state, have come together, stood together, and are very successful. And I must bring your attention to this point, that from the normal dabbawalas to the Vyapari people, everybody, they've all come ahead and put in their bit in this spontaneous kind of a support for this bandh. So I think the message is loud and clear, and the farmers are not alone there. We are all standing in there with them in this.
Yes, but Ms. Urmila Matondkar, see, the thing is, what is the great joy in inflicting financial pain to oneself to prove a point?
I want to bring your attention to one point, that I agree to an extent to this. But the time has come today, like I said earlier, that this has been going on for a year. Lots of things from the top point, that are these even farmers? They are not farmers only. What do they understand? Meaning, I don't understand. The people, whatever laws which have been introduced, the people for whom they are introduced are constantly busy, they're protesting against it, whichever ones they have been in the past also. And people don't understand anything, and they have been constantly pushed down their necks. So what is another way of looking at it? And the time to sit on fence is gone. Today I read a tweet of a very celebrated journalist saying something similar to what you just said. But the thing is, like I said earlier, that there comes a point where the message needs to be sent loud and clear. Maharashtra, yes, has in the recent times has been going through very tough and difficult times, and that's why I think their stand at this point is more commendable, that they have still shown their strength and support to the farmers, because if the time has come, if we now look the other way, want to plead to all those big famous journalists and anchors and everybody, the part of media, who like to believe that they are still normal, not gone busy looking the other way, or sharing false information. Like if these videos wouldn't have come out, we would have never known the full truth, isn't it? So I want to make a request, take this chance that the time to sit on fence is gone. So let's just get down there and make our stand clear. That's what this has been about.
No, I agree with your point of not being a fence sitter, but Ms. Urmila Matondkar, my final question to you, why should people be beaten up? You want to observe a Bandh, go ahead and do it. The government wants to sponsor it, go ahead and do it. But what if someone does not want to follow it? You can't beat him up, can you? Which is exactly what in some cases happened today.
Of course not. Of course not. Of course they should be voluntary, and I mean people should come in with anything cannot be forceful. In fact, that would defy the whole purpose of any use of power or so if at all it has happened, which I just heard it a place or two where an incident has happened, that is absolutely not something that one would stand for or one would say was fine. But at the same time, I would like to underline this, that overall, all over Maharashtra, people from all the economic stratas have stood up for it, because it is very simple. I would like to know what is the thought process of those people who are then, I mean, if you are not with the Bandh, then that means you are with the people who have been behind this massacre of these people. There has been a young man called Raman Kashyap who was a young journalist who is dead in the whole middle of all of this. There has been a 22-year-old, 40-year-old, 60-year-old people who have been just massacred like their lives never matter. So when is that hashtag where farmers' lives matter is going to come in the forefront? So each and every one of the citizen of Maharashtra, which again I'm saying has been a very strong state when it comes to taking stands for our own fundamental rights. I think coming from a state like that, the message is loud and clear that we stand with them and we will stand with them. Farmers' lives matter. That's the message. That's all.